Time to get back to work. Hello, hello, and welcome to episode 3. What's up? So, at the very end of episode 2, the last thing we did was talk to Otto and Endris, the town carpenter and the town blacksmith. And basically, they kind of gave us a little bit of a recap of what we've been doing the last couple of days, which was, well, not days, this morning. It's only been one day in the game, actually. We talked a little bit about Baron Rothvogel. We talked a little bit about the abbot. We talked a little bit about the previous abbot, Father Matthias. We talked a little bit about Martin, one of the townsfolk who's kind of a little bit of a jerk, potentially trying to steal some stuff. We explored pretty much the whole of the abbey in the last episode, which took a while. We also solved a little bit of a puzzle there, figuring out that Prior Frank was like potentially up to something strange, had some occult ties, some astrology ties. Yeah, so let's just go back and check our journal here. Let's go to our Ex Libris, which is us. So again, we're craftsmen, deal with medicine, occult, and heavens and earth, and we got to choose all of these, including the Italian background, from talking with Baron Rothvogel. He asked us a bunch of questions about herself, and we were able to choose some of these things, which was kind of cool. So as we're progressing, we get to kind of cherry pick like what we want Andreas Mailer to look like for us. And this is all just happening in one day. So if we go to our journal here, we're at a few more pages. Now we're at hour 11, which is Sext. Lunch is done. It was nice catching up with Otto and Endris, but it's about time I head back to the scriptorium to work on the Book of Hours. Let's go check these. I didn't clear this out just yet. Let's see who these new ones are. Oh yeah, these are the people we talked to in the Abbey. Brother Sabat. Brother Volkbert. He didn't say anything to us. Brother Dub. He's the one that's in the kitchen. I think that's it. Agnes. Oh yes, the sisters as well. Gotcha. Cool. And the glossary, just some random things that cropped up in conversation. So let's get to it. So now we're going to head back to our scriptorium. Well, let's go double check over here first. Abbot House is locked. Okay, so we can't go see the abbot. We just saw them at the lunch. Let's go talk to Martin again. Whoa. Dude doesn't want to talk. We don't need to go to the meadow. We need to get back to work, so let's get back to work. Oh, what up? Who are these folks? Alright, Brother Matthew, what's up? God bless you, Andreas. Hello, Brother Matthew. What are you doing out here? I thought you were aware that in addition to my role as Kirsau's sacrist, I tend the shrine of Saint Moritz. He is the patron of Tassing and Kirsau both, so it is my duty to ensure his reliquary is cared for. The shrine is always beautifully kept. Whenever I visit, I always leave inspired. I don't understand the fuss. It's only a hand. We don't understand the fuss. Andreas, this is the hand of a saint. Do you doubt the miracles of Saint Moritz? Honestly, I don't know what the miracles are. Though he may not be well known in the church, Saint Moritz is both Tassing and Kirsau's patron saint. You ought to learn something about him while you're here. Why are these blue? I forget what. Oh, because that's a different language? By all means. Saint Moritz is most widely known for his martyrdom at the hands of the Romans, which we clicked on this before, but we'll do it again. Saint Moritz is the patron saint of Tassing. Legend states he was the Egyptian-born commander of a Roman legion who converted to Christianity. They were all martyred for their faith. His hand is a relic in Kirsau's shrine. We actually visited that area in the last episode. He protected a town of Christians from slaughter, and in turn, he and his legion were decimated. What do you mean, his legion? Wouldn't that mean he was a Roman soldier? Yes, he was a Roman citizen. and led a legion made up of entirely Christians into Bavaria, that's where we are. We're in Bavaria, in Tassing, and we're at Curacao Abbey. When he refused to kill the Christians, even though they were traitors to Rome, the emperor had his legion massacred. Most of the pilgrims who visit come knowing of only this, if anything, about his life. However, Tassing venerates Saint Moritz because he was the one to convert the town and save it from destruction. Saint Moritz came here? Tassing was pagan? I had no idea the town was so old. Indeed, he and his legion were snowed into this pass, and the townsfolk refused to aid them. The daughter of the town's leader, Satya, was moved in spirit and snuck from the town to convert. She led Moritz to a spring, and as soon as she was baptized, the snow melted, revealing all manner of fruits. Moritz and his legion were saved by these miraculous gifts. The town was converted, and the rebels fled into the mountains. What happened to Satya? So how did Moritz's hand end up in Tassing? That all sounds a bit far-fetched, doesn't it? No, we want to know what happened to Satya. She, too, was martyred for her faith by the rebels inhabiting the town. Now her shrine protects Tassing from harm. What an astounding story. Thank you for the history lesson, Brother Matthew. I see the mysteries of our saints have overwhelmed your intellect. Many are affected so. GB. Literal nut. That was also from last episode. Let's talk to Carl. What's up? Oh, hello, Andreas. Hello, Carl. You seem busier than usual today. I'm behind in my work. I went up to the shrine of St. Moritz this morning to pray for his aid. The candle I lit had all but burned away. I was there so long. Now I need to catch up. Do you go to the shrine very often? Your dedication to St. Moritz is impressive. If I'm ever in a church that long, I must have fallen asleep. Yeah, let's see. Oh, well, truth be told, I only started going to the shrine more often when Helena became pregnant. Her mother had trouble in childbirth, so I've been paying visits to Moritz's hand in Satya's shrine to pray for their aid. I hope that the saints hear your prayers. You'd be better off preparing for the child than praying to the saints. Oof. Do you really think the saints will hear you? Why? Yes, this is the perfect time to make someone try to question their faith. He's got nothing else he can do. We'll just say, do you really think the saints can hear you? Moritz's hand has done many miracles in Tassing. If he can restore the hand of a monk, then surely he can help Helena. I hope that the saints hear your prayers. Thank you, Andreas. So do I. Can I go back in here? Alright, looks like the hand is still in good order. Alright. Don't have enough time to be messing around here. Let's get inside the church. Anybody singing? Rudgy. Cloister, crypt, tower. Dormitory. Old Bailey, sacristy. There we go. Back to work, to the scriptorium. Oh. Packed house. Okay, there's Brother, or Prior Frank, checking out what we're doing. Now he's gonna go check out what Edoc's doing. Brother Edoc, this work. I don't know where to start. Inconsistent spacing. Rough strokes. You're working like you want to see this place closed. Brother Prior, I am working to the best of my abilities, and I dispute your criticism. I may not be fast, but I still have my talent. Praise be to God. And Brother Guy, why are you still on this page? What's wrong with you? Normally, you're so reliable. Many apologies, Brother Prior. I will work harder. Oh, he's riding everybody's case. He must be up in his own business because of Baron Rothvogel's visit. Piero, I can't believe this. Baron Rothvogel has come to check on his progress, and this is all you have? Uh-oh, Piero's about to get it. You should have finished this months ago. Is your mind so corrupted by age that you didn't notice the seasons have changed? Well, you're not the one who will have to answer for it, so why should you care? Typical. Wow, dude. Excuse me, Prior Frank, but I believe your point is made. God, shut up, Frank. Stop taking out your frustrations on an old man. Yeah, let's just relax a little bit. Andreas, I will remind you that I am the master of this scriptorium and you are a guest here. I agree, Brother Prior. Brother Pierre's work is unacceptably slow. Wow, I got a little butt kisser going on here. You are insufferable, Brother Guy. Oh, God, give me the patience to endure this, says Brother Edok. Please, everyone, this is my work, and I accept responsibility for it. Prior Frank is right. Oh, is that the Baron? With the abbot? Dude, Prior Frank is looking pissed. Uh-huh. Prior Frank, is this mine? It must be, yes? It is, my lord, I can explain. No. I don't want excuses. I've come all this way, and I have to be honest, I expected more. It's nowhere near finished, and the style is, well, it's very old-fashioned. I thought I made my desires clear. I feel like my generosity towards Kirsau is being taken advantage of. Am I the fool in this sad story? No. Of course not, my lord, never. We can fix this, of course. Of course. We only want to accommodate you. Father Gernot, coming in with the diplomacy. Gotta save that cash flow. Ah, Andreas. Good to see you again. How should I respond to this? The abbot already seems annoyed. So Beatrice tells us, just nod. Don't irritate the abbot. Socrates says, simply addressing him as my lord would be appropriate. Saint Grubian. Greet him with his Christian name. You are brothers and comrades in art. Hee. Let's not piss off the abbot. No. Let's throw some respect on his name. He's got the cash. And Andreas, he's still an up-and-comer. He needs to have connections. It acknowledges him respectfully without being overly familiar. My lord. Father Gernot, why not have Andreas complete the rest of the illustrations? He's clearly capable. Well, my lord, why not have Brother Guy complete it if speed is your No, I'm talking about the script. That's fine, but the art, the illustrations. I want Andreas to do the others. Of course. I mean, if Andreas is all right with it. If it takes the pressure off Brother Piero, I'd be delighted to complete the work. Well, Abbot, I am trying to finish my masterpiece at the moment. Well, I will do what I have to do. Yeah, we'll help Brother P out. He's old. There we have it. I hope this allays your concerns, my lord. Excellent. By the way, Father Abbot, am I still welcome at your table for supper? Naturally, my lord. Wonderful. I'd like Andreas to join us. Oh, Lord. My lord, I've already made supper plans with the Drucker family in town. Oh, boy. We did already make plans. Nonsense. You can eat with them any day. I'm only here for the evening. Well, Father? Well, that would be quite unusual. Unusual or not, I doubt that my good friend, the Prince Bishop, would deny any additional guests at his table. What do you think? I understand. Yes, you're right, of course. Andreas may join us for supper. I look forward to it. Alright, so Rothvogel is coming in with that money swag and laying it down. That ended a little bit better. You had this planned. Uh-oh. Look at Andreas' face. You must have put your hook in the Baron this morning when you ambushed him in town. Oh, go to hell, Frank. Why are you mad at me? I'm trying to help. That's beyond ridiculous. Listen to yourself. Brother Pryor, Andreas is not to blame for this. I am. Yes, you are, and you've embarrassed me, the abbot and the abbey. Look at Sourpuss over here. Prior Frank is right, of course. No wonder we don't get more commissions. Guy, can you stop flattering the prior for 1 minute? If anyone is the embarrassment here, it's you, Frank. You're so insincere and you're so obvious about it, Guy. Brothers. Illuminata. If you please, Sister Zendaya, I would prefer it if you kept the noise down. It sounds like Samson slaying the Philistines in here. Of course. Get back to work, everyone. Damn. Well, that was not wonderful, but there's nothing to be done about it now. I'll finish my work here and wash up in the lavatorium for supper at the abbot's table. We're on to that. Vesper time. A few more pages. Supper at the abbot's table. Okay, so let's go check our quest thing. See what's changed. So now we're in hour nuns, known as hour 13. Baron Lorenz Rothvogel invited me to eat at the abbot's table. I'm not sure I'm welcome, but I can't refuse the invitation. I should wash up at the lavatorium in the cloister, and then join the brothers in the refectory. Klaus is going to be annoyed that I'm missing dinner with the Druckers. Again. Absolutely brutal, mate. Bavaria. Why are we getting Bavaria just now? That's a little strange. Okay, so we need to go to the cloister. Anything to touch in here? Nada. Let's go out here. Let's go see Frank's home. Tell him he's a jerk for writing everybody. Nada. Nada. I don't know where to go, so we'll go into the dormitory. No, don't need to go to the church. We need... There it is, the cloister. Almost. There's a refectory. That's where we need to go next. Oh. Yeah, there we go. We'll wash up. What's up? Pierre says, Andreas, I'm so glad you'll be joining us for supper. Though the circumstances are unusual to be so, I won't be able to speak with you. None of the brothers will. But it will be good to have you with us. That's a shame. I always enjoy our talks. Now, the same doesn't apply to you at the abbot's table. You can talk all you like. Though I wouldn't recommend it. Father Abbot does not look kindly on idle chatter. I hope I don't make a fool of myself. These men are far above my station. I wish you could take my place, Brother Piero. You deserve the honor. Supper with an abbot and a nobleman? I could get used to this. Yeah, we like Brother P, because he's cool. Anyway, I'm sorry for how Prior treated you. That's not fair. It's humiliating. Oh, no, my son. There's no need to worry about me or my pride. But we all need a taste of humility from time to time to keep our feet on this earth. No, Andreas, you are my pride. I cannot claim to have taught you much, but I am proud to have known you and your work. And when you leave all of us at Kiersau Abbey behind, you can call upon your friend Lorenz the Baron Rothvogel to help you in your career. He's wrong, you know. Frank is wrong about you being slow. There's nothing wrong with your style. It's not old just because a nobleman says so. Yeah. Don't trouble yourself over it. Time passes for us all. Things change. The future will write over the present. You need not fear it. Any of it, so long as you remain true to yourself and God. Now I must hurry to the refectory to join my brothers. I will see you inside. You know, this only confirms my prior thoughts of being a voice actor. Not gonna happen. So is this little lavatory just always on? That's kind of nice. Alright, so we got washed up. Time to reflect. Yo, 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 what's up? We got the Last Supper up here. Hope it's not our Last Supper. Lorenz of the Baron says, Andreas, glad you could join us. Thank you, my lord. Father Gernot, Father Thomas, Prior Frank. So everybody else is sitting down here all silent. Matthew's gonna give us a little prayer. Simon Peter answered, You are the Messiah, the Son of the living God. Oh, the Gospel of Matthew. Wonderful. Jesus replied, Blessed are you, Simon, son of Jonah, for this was not revealed to you by flesh and blood, but by my Father in heaven. And I tell you that you are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of Hades will not overcome it. Have you read Matthew much, Andreas? Not really, to be honest. Uh-oh, Father Gernot. Matthew says, I will give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven. Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth, will be loosed in heaven. Then he ordered his disciples not to tell anyone that he was the Messiah. Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven. That reminds me, Father Gernot, have you read anything by Martin Luther? Gernot says, I can't say that I... He has some incredible ideas about the church. Brilliant, I think. My lord, is the meal to your liking? I believe I remember you enjoying our quail on your last visit. The quail? My God, Father Abbot, the quail's fine, but don't you think Luther's ideas are worth discussing? He's talking about the future of the church, shaking things up in a way I don't think we've seen before. Father Thomas, you see value in his ideas, do you not? Look at these faces. Brother P is like nervous, everybody else is like mad. Mad. These guys can't really care. Sabat's like, stuff's about to happen. My lord, I mean no offense, but I do not. Brother Matthew, yes? How appropriate. What are your thoughts on Luther's attacks on the church's sale of indulgences? Matthew ain't got nothing to say. Baron, please do not involve the other brothers in this conversation. Fine. What about Andreas? Certainly a man who attended the same university as Martin Luther can spare some thoughts on his work. Oh boy. He's really put me in a difficult position. Socrates says, why not join in a debate? It may bring everyone closer to understanding the truth. I need to be quiet. I don't know what else to do. St. Grobian says, to hell with the abbot. If he can't handle a little criticism, he isn't fit to sit at a fancy table. Do we stir the pot here? Yeah, let's join in. Because the Abbey will be furious with me, that's why. Why not? Where should we start? Let's do it. A debate! Excellent! Why not start with the 95 Theses? Enough, Gernot says. Andreas, you should have known better. Lord Rothvogel, you are a guest and held in high esteem, but you have worn out my patience. You will not be discussing Luther's work with Andreas, Thomas, Matthew, or with any other brother. Is that clear? I suppose, Father, it is your abbey, but you're taking too much offense at this, and you're far too afraid of change. Whether it's from Luther or someone else, reform is coming to the church. You'd better accept it. What? Oh man, look at that. The splatter. Neither you nor Martin Luther can dictate change to the Holy Church on their whim. This talk is beyond insulting. It's blasphemous. Outrageous. How dare you? I see. I have overstepped my bounds, and I suppose I have ruined everyone's supper. My apologies. ... In spite of this unpleasantness, I will make good on my manuscript payment and the donation of my copy of Historia Tessae. If you cannot accept what the future will bring, perhaps it's time for you to come to terms with your past. Well, no need to overstay my welcome, fathers, brothers, Andreas. Good night. And now we're gonna get reamed for it. Why, Andreas, why did you engage him? I expect better of you. Now then, I must ask you to leave so I can speak to the brothers in the chapter privately. Brother Piero, please accompany Andreas out. I will take my leave as well. Good night. Oh, what's Brother P gonna say? Don't worry about Father Gernot and the Baron. I'm sure we'll all be fine by morning. I think not, my man. I hope Father Abbot can see the Baron's heart is in the right place, even if he's picked the wrong time to express himself. Yeah, that seems unlikely that Father Abbot can change. I think the Baron should apologize if he wants to be forgiven. That seems unlikely. It may be so, but we must never lose our hope. In any case, I do hope the Baron respects the Abbot's wishes for the rest of his stay, for everyone's sake. Brother Piero, what do you think of Martin Luther's ideas? That is for younger and wiser men than me to decide. I am just a monk, thank God. Good night, my son. My man is looking like he needs a walker so bad. Calm blind, baby. It's time to sleep. An awkward supper. I should get some sleep. Oh yeah, I forgot this is a survival game. So, okay, so hour 13, and now it's, boom, hour 18. Supper ended badly. An argument erupted between the Baron and the Abbot. Hopefully it will get all worked out in the morning. I should head back to my room at Gertner's and get some sleep. Nothing else here, so let's go back home. Lower Abbey, here we go. Horsey, horsey. Uh-oh. There's a lamp still burning in the guest house. Lorenz must still be awake. I wonder how he's doing. And what was he thinking? He's a baron, but he couldn't have expected that to go well. The storm doesn't seem to be letting up anytime soon. A poor night for stargazing. I should get back to the Gertners. You say that. Okay, I can't go into the father's house. Let's go check out this guest house. Oh, locked. Someone's up having a party in there. Are we going to run into Martin out here? I feel like we are. Huh? Oh, is this an aqueduct? That's cool. Oh my god. Did you see it? There's Till. Are you alright, Master Mailer? I believe I may have just seen the physical manifestation of a spirit. Did you see that in the aqueduct? I think so. Let's do it. The ghost? Maybe? It could be a Roman. Maybe even an old pagan. Wouldn't be the first time people have seen ghosts around these parts. Interesting. Well, I think I found Johann's last lost sheep. I'm going to head home. Take care, Master Mailer. Oh. Good night, Till. Oh, weed. Irises, beautiful. I've got a couple irises. One in each eye. The figures in this shrine to St. Christopher are quite nice. Who's St. Christopher? St. Christopher, one of the 14 holy helpers St. Christopher is invoked as protection against the plague and to safeguard travelers. He is often pictured as a large man with a staff carrying the child Jesus on his back across a swollen river. Wow. Epic, huh? Fording a river with Jesus on your back. Forest. What is this? Snowdrops. One of the only flowers that can bloom this early in spring at this altitude. To the mill. A shrine to Saint Moritz. The statue looks ancient. Yeah, we saw that on the way up, but we couldn't go to the mill or the forest. Let's go to the mill. Roman ruins, meta. Oh, we can go to the aqueduct. Cool. Oh, Staub. Is that a greyhound? Wowee. Yeah, in the last episode, I mentioned that my dog was sick. We actually took her to the vet, and she ended up having a UTI, but she's much better now. She's taken her course of antibiotics and feeling much better. Still loving to go on her walkies. Much like this doggy. Very happy. Much like Staub. Church and Druckers. What's this? Glass windows. Probably made in the Low Countries. Fancy. What a curious mill. The wind turns the sails that powers the grinding stone. Let's go to the ruins at night. Oh, vandalism. A child's drawings. I wonder who the artist is. So what do we see here? A flying person catching a fish. Is this the angry abbot, mad at flowers in the sun? A snail, a horse, and a cat dog thing. Collapsed. This must have allowed access to the aqueduct. Nothing else down here? I wonder if we're going to go bust through that eventually. Double check, make sure I didn't see any church and Druckers. Nah. Let's go check out the old forest. Back to the meadow. Check out this forest. Oh boy, it's loud out here. Alright. Get some fireflies or lightning bugs, however you want to call them. That bunny looks weird to me. Got a hootin' owl. Got something over here. Waterfall. The shrine of Saint Satya. So she was the one that helped Moritz, huh? Andrea says, a carving of Saint Satya. Satya. It looks quite old. Satya. Oh. I thought I was going to go next to area dialogue. So there she is with a deer. Like a cornucopia full of veg. She's also has a bow. Okay, so nothing, not seeing anything else of craziness popping out at me. Let's go check out that waterfall. We got ourselves an old log. Rotten and full of bugs. No wonder Otto hasn't split it up. The waterfall must flow down from the snow-melted mountains above the abbey. Checks out. The soil in these woods is rich and moist. It would be an excellent place to forage for mushrooms once I have some free time. Tassing's old salt mine. Now the town made money before the Imperial Road opened up, and the Imperial Road is also called the Via Imperii. The Imperial Road links Venice in the south with Stettin in the Baltic Sea in the north. It passes through Verona, Innsbruck, Nuremberg, and many other cities along the way. It also brings thousands of travelers to Tassing and Kiersau every year. Cool. It's like Route 66. That's the road that crisscrosses America, runs right through Oklahoma. That's where I'm at. It does not bring a lot of travelers anymore, but it did at one point. Smokey? Who's Smokey? Hello? Is that Smokey? Is that Smokey? Okay. Nothing to look at over there in Smokey's house. Most of this felling is for Abby's renovations and firewood. The town can only gather sticks. Oh. That sucks. Wow, it really wants us to go to the Druckers, huh? So we've explored the mill and the forest. You ready to look at this? Yep, snowdrops. What about this b-boy? Oh, Columbine. Looks like it's coming in early. Okay, Church and Druckers. Amalie says, "Ah, no! Pale horse, still on the floor." Remain silent. Matins, the pale horse, death. Matins? Monastic hour corresponding to 2 a.m. It is used for the night prayer. So she's saying... There's a pale horse. There's death. Yo, what up, my dude? Why are you out? Sister, listen to my voice. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Amelie. Yes. Yes, Father, I hear you. Am I here? Is this now? Yes, you are with us, and this is now. I apologize, Andreas. I imagine that must have been quite alarming. Is she alright? She is, yes. Sister Amelia is a mystic, gifted with visions when God sees fit to give her one. Some are more frightening than others. What is she doing there? Does she live in the church? How long has she been here? She's been sealed in the cells next to the church for almost 10 years now. If you came to Mass more often, you would see I gave her communion through a window to her cell. Her cell? She is an anchoress, a religious hermit, so devoted to God that she has enclosed herself in a cell next to the church. She is dead to the world, but continues a life of prayer and religious contemplation. And sometimes, ever so rarely, she receives great and terrible visions. Is she local to Tassing, or was she a nun at Kiersau? Neither. She came here from a Benedictine abbey in Lower Bavaria after it burned down. Whoa. I am her confessor and caretaker. Many anchoresses are not literate. I write down her visions to help interpret them. I thought all the monks and nuns at Kiersau could read. Even poor brother Volkbert. Let's take a peek at where Volkbert looked. Yo, what up? We saw him at dinner. Thank you, Father Thomas. I must rest now. Of course, sister. She seems, happy? Unhappy? It sounds like she's in a great deal of pain. Hit that medicine. She is. She feels a pain that is both physical and spiritual. Her spiritual pain comes from her revelations, but they come and go. I try to address them as best I can. The physical pain comes from a deformity in her spine and aching in her joints. Oh, back pain. Ugh. I know of no cure for that, save prayer to the Almighty. Sister Amelia was saying she had a vision of death. Could someone be in danger? Oh no, don't rush to judgment. Her visions are divine and powerful, but they could have many meanings. Some of her revelations take years to comprehend. Some may never be understood at all, as God wills it. Still, the argument at dinner. was quite troubling. Perhaps it cast a shadow over our thoughts. Now then, the good sister appears to have fallen back to sleep. I must prepare for bed myself. Good night, Andreas. Good night, Father. Peace, dude. Okay, Now what? To the mill. Is this litter gonna... Oh, yeah. Unless we want to pet the dog again, which we don't have to, but... France Bauer and Widow Kemperin. Sure. You gotta explore everything. You never know. Town Commons. Okay. Man, those are some big pigs. Yo. Okay, so we're locked out. Let's go back to the Druckers, make sure we're systematically going through this. Drucker house is locked. Chicken cannot be eaten yet. Let's go to the central town here. Oh, cat. Schlau. Let's pet the cat named Schlau. I'll say this, the pets here are friendly. Steinauer, Northtown. Everything's closed, yo. Do I just need to go straight home? Am I just wasting a bunch of time here? More ruins. I wonder if they're from the old Roman colony. Stoltz. Tassing is lucky to have so much woundwort naturally growing. I had to buy it back in Nuremberg. Oh yeah, we found woundwort in the nunnery area. We certainly did. Alright, bakery, town commons. Let's go to the town commons. What's next? Alright, there's the blacksmith. Endres Schmidt Smithy. Make sure we're not missing anything over here. Okay. Let's check out John at Bauer's farm. Gilhan's family keeps beehives for the honey and wax. Alright, so it kind of looks like we're just fiddling around. I'm kind of half expecting to see someone doing something that they're not supposed to be doing, you know what I mean? Well, we're back home, so let's get in there. My man? You literally sleeping in a chair? Whoa. We get a whole room to ourselves, huh? Yep, still need to clean that up. So the Picatrix, Key of Solomon, Heptameron, Prior Frank. Why would Prior Frank be such a dick and then give us all these books to read? It's getting late. I should get some rest. Go to sleep. I need to get myself one of these hats, man. A literal nightcap. You gonna leave that fire hazard going, Andreas? Skipping right over Matines and Lauds. Alright, time to get back to work. We didn't have a crazy dream. Wow, Ursula is pissed, my man. It's alright, Ursula, Igvis says. What happened? A storm rolled in during the night. It hasn't let up all morning. Claire and I have been doing what we can in here to keep us all from washing away. Peter and York are outside trying to deal with the flooding as best they can. Oh my, is the farm in danger? There's always a danger with this much rain, but we've lived through worse. Whatever happens, it will be as God wills it. We must have faith in providence and endure what is to come. Okay. Oh, well, I have some food for you. Hell yeah. Let's get that grub. Here, sorry I couldn't prepare anything more. Thank you. Otto wanted me to say hello, by the way. Thank you. I appreciate everything you do. It's sweet. Oh, didn't Otto ask me to say hello? He's probably courting her. And be a good friend and just don't... So what? They're not married, are they? Neither are you. Yet. Why not test the waters? Good lord, St. Grobian. Yeah, look at that absolute unit. He needs a woman like... Oh, he did. Stay dry. Oh, my man just disappeared. Peter says, Andreas. Are you doing alright, Pete? Oh, I didn't see that the wall was broken. Is this from the flood? Some storm, huh? Is it always like this? Every year. The last few have been worse. This is the third time I've had to fix this wall this year. This is the way it always is. Rain falls on the Abbey and rolls downhill to us little people. Well, it's hard to blame the Abbey for that. That's just how rain works. There's a reason we're down here, and they're up there, Andreas. Anyway, I have to get back to this. See you later. I mean, could you not dig some ditches, my man? Let's go check our quest log, see what's on the menu. Wait, can I not talk to Clara? I'm supposed to give her money. Let's go back in the house so we can actually talk to Clara. Hello, Andreas. Hey, I have something for you. Oh? This should be enough to pay my rent and the tax you owe to the Abbey. This is far more than your rent payment. We can't accept this. Please, Clara, it's the least I can do. You and Peter have been such gracious hosts. Consider the rest a gift, then, in addition to my rent. I insist. It's enough to pay back the abbot, yes? Yeah, it's a gift. Take it. But Andreas, how did you find this much coin? Are you sure you'll have enough to spare for yourself? Don't worry about me, Clara. I'll be fine. I convinced Brother Matthew to pay me a bit early. I wanted to be sure you could pay your taxes in time. I'll be fine. Oh, if you're sure. Hell yeah. It's probably best not to mention it. Yeah. Thank you. I'll let you move on with your day. God bless you. Until later. Alright, that has to have leveled us up, right? That's how games work. When you complete quests, you get levels. Bam, bam. Now we're on to the flood. People. Oh yeah, Sister Amael. Meili of Volklingen. Not sure. Can we talk to Eva? Let's just bounce. Alright, let's get back to work. Well, I guess this way's probably busted and broken, yeah? Alright. Back to the town commons. Andres, my dude. Hello, Andres. Good morning, Andres. So, Otto and Eva. Yes, so what about them? How is their courtship developing? Didn't find anything. Come on now, tell me the juicy details about what's going on between them. I'm not a gossip, Andreas. Otto practically asked me to be his messenger. I'm only trying to understand how things started. Did he really, or did you just assume the part on your own? We assume. You started picking up poor habits during your time in Tassing, Andreas. It can't be the Gertners, Peter or Stern. Maybe the monks talk too much? Well, if you ask me, I think Otto's being a bit too slow about it. Oh, he's old enough already not to be smitten like a boy. They both like each other, seems to me. If you found the right person, you should go for it. That's what I would do. What stopped you? Well, it's personal. You can trust me, Andres. Aren't we friends? I have an intended Sabine waiting for me in Nuremberg. That's what the gossipers always say. But we are friends. I can't deny that. I do hope to find someone to have and build a family. God is not giving me this blessing. Oh, worry not. It could happen at any moment, Andres. It may not be remarkable, as people say. Yeah, it could happen, literally. Or not. Enough talk, back to work. Let's go. Literal nut. Until later. Sun time. Oh, flooded. Uh-oh, is the aqueduct going to be washed away? Oh, the baker, what up? Ulrich. Ulrich says, God be with you, Andreas. Seems like we have a good spring storm, though I hope it lets up soon. Good morning. Sure to let up soon. Good morning. It's annoying. I have to walk all the way up to the Abbey in this. As God wills it. Ulrich, I paid Gret for last week's pumpernickel. Sorry to make you wait for it. It's no trouble at all. Please say hello to Lucky for me. Of course, now I'm off to home and then to the Pfeiffers. Good morning, Agnes. What's going on at the Pfeiffers? In this weather, can't the Pfeiffers wait? Helena, about a month ago. Helena has about a month to go before her child is due. Her last one was hard. He didn't make it. God rest his soul. I just want to give her the best chance she can. It is in God's hands. Trust in Providence. Always, Ulrich. But I'll do what I can to help. Why make the Lord do all the work? That must be up. Ain't that the truth? I don't know how accurate this is. I was watching a video on Henry VIII and the whole reproductive, killing your wife, divorcing wives, and how in this time frame, around this time frame, which 1518, I think Henry would have been like a young man or just born somewhere around there. But the survival rate of children was like 1 in 3. Seems awful. Till later, literal nut. Let's get into this Alban Bakery. What up, bro? Oh, hi, Anna. You making some bread? Gret. Andrea, such a pleasure to see you. And looking so handsome as always. Back for more of my rye. Dear Gret, you know I can't stay away from your rye. I was passing by and thought I should say hello. Now I must say goodbye. Aren't you a good man? Well, you're always welcome here, Andreas. And always welcome to my rye. Be well. Until later, Gret. Can we get some of that rye? Because Eva said she didn't have enough for us. Or she's packed us a meager portion. Alright, into the Steiner house. We're going to everybody's houses so we can say hi. See if we can snag a bite. That looks good. Alright. Some pots. Some things. A broom. Cat hasn't moved all night. Are you kidding me, bro? Let's go up to North Town. Closer to the... Oh. I thought this was going to take me to the mill. It did not. Central Town it is. Alright. Still gotta make our way to the Abbey here. Truckers are not available. Oh, what up? That's Lucky talking to Father Thomas. Father, I've said this before, but it isn't good that the water drains here so quickly. It's affecting the foundation. It needs to be looked at. I understand, but if you dig here, you may be disturbing the bodies of decomposing in the yard. Of course, Father, but they're going to be dug back up again anyway. Why disturb them unnecessarily? It's your church, Father, but you can't put this off forever. The foundation is going to crack. I understand. Perhaps if some of the bones have been moved to the ossuaries. Thank you, Lucky. Good day, Master Melee. Good day, Father Thomas. I didn't mean to eavesdrop. No, worry not. Lucky was just reminding me of the danger severe rainfall can pose to the foundation. God looks after his flock, but sometimes the pen requires an earthly hand. You'll be taken care of. God be with you, Andreas. And with you, Laurel Nut. To the meadow, to the forest. And where does this take us? To the mill. Let's go check out the mill once more. Nada, huh? Check out the ruins, make sure nothing's changed there. Nope. Alrighty, to the meadow. Yo, it's Till. What up, Till? Hello there, Master Melee. Yo, Till. Bumped into any ghosts lately? Ah, ha, 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 ha. Have you ever seen a nicer view? Don't get sights like this in the cities, I expect. Can't say that Nuremberg has many Roman ruins, no. I could do without the mud on my shoes, but the aqueduct does make a nice silhouette. Oh yes, the old Roman ruins. Tassing's full of them. Quite the marvels they are. I don't pay much mind to the writing on them, as I can't read Latin myself, but you might enjoy giving them a look. If you do, you'll have to tell me if they match the old legends I read about. Huh. Very cool. I didn't know you could read. What a great lie. Just be a super jerk. What sorts of old legends? Well, when Father Matthias was the abbot, he would let me borrow books from the abbey's library. I think I read through half of that library before Father Gernot became an abbot. He and Father Thomas are strict about which books should be read now. Books should glorify God, they say, not discuss the old pagan ways. Still, the accounts of Romans and Tassings are my favorites. That old book talked about how the Roman knight Gaius Metellus defeated the, Reddy, I think it was? Like Mr. Reddy? Heavy snowfall had him caught in this very valley, barbarians on all sides, when Mars sent a wolf to the knight. Instead of killing the beast, Gaius followed it to a magical spring with trees covered in all sorts of fruit. Mars provided the wolf and the spring, and Gaius Metellus founded Tassing after defeating the barbarians to honor Mars. This story sounds a lot like another story. That's where all this came from. That sounds a lot like the story Brother Matthew told me about St. Moritz, without the Roman gods, of course. I'm surprised that Curacao has any record of Tassing before St. Moritz arrived. A good story, if nothing else. Yeah. I hadn't thought about that. Both were snowed in the valley, weren't they? And saved near spring. I wonder if it's the same story. Oh, I don't know about all that. Clearly, their names are different. A lot of stories get mixed up over the years. It might be all fable, but I enjoy the story all the same. It's nice to feel you're connected to those who came before you, even if it's only by the land you live on. Wise words. I feel the same. I'd rather look forward to new opportunities, but I do see the value in looking back. We'll do wise words. It's been good chatting with you, Master Melee, but I better get back to work. You let me know if you find any particularly good books in the library, alright? I will. Later. Oh, cool, Yo, Martine. My man? Hey, Martin. Get a friendly greeting from Martin. Called Martin an idiot. Told Martin to help his family. Martin ended the conversation mad at you. Eat shit! Wow. Chew. Uh-oh, he's been out all night. I should get to the scriptorium. Gernot will give me an earful if I'm late again. Interesting, so he was up all night. Yo, it's Michael. Yo, what up, Mike? GB. Is God with us? Where does it rain? Are you still preparing to leave even with this weather? The weather is unfortunate, but the Baron's wife, Lady Salamia, will be arriving today. Hi, we haven't seen her yet. My lord intends to depart as soon as she arrives. How long have they been married? 7 years now. She's a fine woman, a true lady. I was hoping to bid farewell to the Baron before he leaves. I'm sure he would appreciate that. He spoke highly of you before he went to bed. He was glad you were willing to debate him at the supper, even though he's sure the abbot will hold it against you. Well, Luther's work is worth debating, regardless of what the abbot thinks. The abbot is too conservative. I find it's best to ignore him. The Baron is a patron of the abbey. I didn't want to refuse him. Well, my lord can have temper, but I believe he would have understood, even if he had refused. Well, I'm glad to be in the Baron's good graces at least. So, negative. Oh, this is like... interesting. Okay, so we have a chance here. Ooh. In some way, or some ways. I would not fret too much about it, Master Man. He is a forgiving man. Where is he at, then? He went for a walk early in the morning. He didn't say when he'd be back. I hope he returns soon. The rain is turning everything to mud. That seems odd, given the weather. Not odd for him. My lord enjoys hiking in all sorts of weather. A little rain never bothered him. I can sympathize. We Swabians enjoy a good walk through nature, even in such conditions. Interesting, so I wonder if Martin had anything to do with the Baron's walk thing. I'm distracted by this little butterfly that's in the water now. I don't think that's supposed to happen. The Baron seems quite an unusual man in many ways. Well, I apologize for taking so much of your time. Good luck, Godspeed, and I hope you can keep dry. It's no trouble. Many thanks. Until next time. Oh, one thing before you go. Did you see a short, surly-looking young man in a hat on your way up this morning? Yeah, that can only be Martin Bauer. He ran past me in the meadow as I was walking up the hill. He was in quite a hurry. Oh, that would explain my lord's missing rings. I went to pack the Baron's things, and they were missing. The boy is a known thief. It would have surprised me if he's responsible for the missing rings. Why do you think Martin stole them? Yesterday I caught the boy with the hat, Martin, I suppose, peering through a window. I could have admonished him at the time, but, well, he seemed harmless. That's a shame. I hope the Baron won't be too put out. My lord is a man of much means. He won't miss the gold or the rings. I do think he'll be upset about the book. He was quite excited for the abbot to see it. In any case, I must finish preparing the horses. It was good talking to you, Andreas. Of course. God willing, hasta la vista. Okay, let's get to work. Nobody, huh? To the church. Old Bailey? Alright. And we'll go inside here. We'll sit down. Oh, this is wonderful. The rest of the abbey is soaked, and there's not a drop of rain in here. Good thing the abbot had Otto replace the roof of the scriptorium and library last month. With the kale factory next door, we can stay warm while everyone else is cold and wet. Kale factory, a communal warming room in monasteries. Kale factories are usually attached to the cloister, but in Kiersau it is part of the old abbey, and therefore connected to the old scriptorium. It keeps the monks warm and dry in the library. Brother Edok says, instead of bragging about our good fortune, you should think upon your brothers and sisters and pray for their health and safety. The abbot's foresight saved a lot of our work and protected what's in the library. The town hasn't fared as well. I'm sure they'll be fine. More importantly, if they're not, I don't care. What a jerk. Brother Guy, your heart is harder than the stone of this floor. Huh. We have the grumpy old monk, but where's the nice one? Brother Piero. Haven't you seen him today? I did. Before Brother Guy arrived, Brother Piero left to speak to the abbot some time ago. What? Why is Matthew ringing the bell? It can't be terse already. I pray it stops soon. Such a cacophony is an assault on my frail ears. It's not stopping. I suppose this means we're being summoned to the chapter house. God give me strength to endure the rain. It's 50 feet, old man. You'll live. God give me strength to endure this man. No joke, brother. My man E-Doc looked like he got a severe case of back problem, too. Jiminy Christmas. Are we not summoned? It's still not stopping. What's going on? This can't all be because of the storm. I should see what's the matter. Okay. We have a bit of a mystery. The bell is ringing. But I think that's going to be it for this episode. When we come back in our next episode, episode 4 it will be, we'll try to uncover the source of the sound of the bell. And maybe try to investigate further with the Lord Baron before he leaves. See if we can actually send him off appropriately. And maybe we'll get to talk to Martin about the thieving he did. But until next time, catch you later. Ciao.